Once upon a time in 2025, there was a battle in the NBA. It was called the Conference Finals, and this time, 4 new faces stepped into the limelight. None of them has yet to reach the mountaintop, but one of them is about to. These 4 new faces are Anthony Edwards, SGA, Tyrese Halliburton, and Jalen Brunson. They've clawed their way through the chaos, and now they're one step away from basketball immortality. The question is, who will come out victorious? This is the NBA Conference Finals.
Now, the conference finals are upon us, and they are very intriguing. Ant-Man vs. SGA, the semifinal rematch from last year. There are lots of storylines, but the basketball might be even better. But before I get carried away, let's discuss the specifics and talk about each series. Now, this series will be very entertaining and competitive, and it's a clash between 2 identities. One team loves to move the ball, run, compete, and is led by a maestro. The other is strategic, long, and spearheaded by a deceptively good point guard. This series will come down to wit, mental fortitude, and who wants it more. The matchups will be very important as well. Who will dominate them? Who will seem to vanish as if they were never there? Now, I can't base my opinion off the last series because these 2 teams are different and they're in 2 completely different scenarios now. But I can base my belief on what I know, and I know this series is going 6 or 7 games, barring any injury. And when a series goes the distance like that, the more mentally strong team always wins. And it seems like the Pacers are always strong. They never stop fighting, but the Knicks are looking for revenge. They're hungry, and they see a path to the finals through the Pacers. But the Pacers won't go down without a fight. This series will ultimately come down to who is more poised and who makes the right plays down the stretch. This is very hard to predict, so I'll just flip a coin. Nah, I'm joking, but if you want me to be serious, I'll say Pacers in 7. It could go the other way, and I could see the Knicks winning, but the poise and season play I've seen from Indiana dating back to the start of the calendar year is special. I've got to admit it, and that's why I'm picking the Pacers. This is a clash of the Titans. Some call it the Oral Bowl. Why did I say that? Anyways, this series will be spectacular, and honestly, it could go either way. Their supporting casts in terms of talent level are extremely similar. Both teams are deep, and both can run any combination of lineups, and most of them will still be as effective as their most used lineup. These teams are similar in many ways, but what will ultimately sway the series is how well each team's star performs, because to a fault, the supporting cast will show up and do its job, but only as well as the star allows them to. Now let me explain this. The star has the ball in their hands most of the time, or they should if they don't, and when they have the ball, the defense is set up in a way to try and eliminate what that star player brings by doubling them or focusing all their attention on them. And if the star player doesn't react well to the defense, then the supporting cast suffers because they aren't getting the ball out of their hands quickly enough or making the right plays fast enough to punish the defense. Now, in my mind, whichever team star player does a better job at this and plays at a high level throughout the series will take the team over the hump. And I believe SGA will be able to set the table for his team and play at his usual standard during the series. Also, I feel as if OKC's defense will be able to force turnovers against Minnesota frequently as well. Now, don't get me wrong, I do believe that Anthony Edwards will have a good series, but the level of team that OKC is and the fact that they have home court advantage worries me for the Wolves. So with that in mind, I will say that the Oklahoma City Thunder will win this series in 6 games. Now, I will be rooting for the Wolves, but my mind is telling me OKC will win.